To be honest, I came as a complete shock to my mum in terms of being disabled, and as it was in those days, it was suggested by the doctors that I went to a special school at 6 months old. So I was separated from my mum and dad and my brother and sister and went to a special school down in Sussex where I stayed for 16 years. It was a great experience. I have a fabulous relationship with my mum and dad and my brother and sister, but it was pretty tough. I knew what I was and I knew what I wasn't. I was fairly cosseted, I think, in a special school where I didn't seem different and felt normal, and then got exposed to the outside world little bit by little bit, and I quite liked it. Setting up a startup company is really, really hard, and every plan that we had, every timescale that we had went out the window as things always took longer than you think. I saw challenges as an opportunity to prove that I was just like everybody else, and so I think I rose to those challenges from a pretty early age, which probably helped in terms of my kind of leadership skills now. I have always thought of myself as someone who metaphorically can put their hand up and lead. I've always kind of been quite canny, and I've always realised that you could learn so much from other people, but it's people you need to totally trust and respect. And I've used that in terms of shaping what I do and the decisions I make. I'm always believing that I don't know everything, but I do know the questions that need to be asked in order to come to the right decision. I'm someone who's not very patient, would rather do things yesterday than next week. So I think just getting something off the ground that is very, very different has been a challenge. And in many ways, what we were trying to do hasn't been done before. We are trying to commoditise disability, saying disability is valuable, and it's valuable to disabled people in terms of what they can offer, but it's also a real commercial opportunity to businesses. I never felt like giving up, but what I would say is there have been times where I have had to tap into resilience in a really deep way, and I think it's really important when I look back that those challenges, those setbacks actually have enabled me to be more robust now. And I think if I'd had setbacks now without having them in the past, I'm not sure I would have coped with them very well. In terms of what inspires me in life, I would probably say travel and travelling. I just love it. I love going abroad. I love seeing different cultures. I love experiencing different food, different wine. And on a personal level, I love to see how different cultures interact with disability. And my partner and I are taking our two kids, who are 10 and 5, on a trip in the next month or so to Thailand and through Vietnam. And I can't wait to go on and see the floating markets and to stay a bit of time in the jungle and on the beach. And I think it would be a really brilliant experience, and that's what inspires me. I think in terms of whether leaders can be born leaders, I think there has to be a level of innateness, and certainly I have developed a set of skills from other people and from my experiences that has helped me be, I hope, a more rounded leader. In terms of how I would look at success, I think for me, given the area we work, is are we making a difference to the lives of disabled people? And are we doing it through proxy measures like, are we making an impact with businesses? Are we opening the eyes of businesses to see disability as a commercial opportunity? Are we having conversations that no one was having 3 or 4 years ago? Are we making things happen? I think what the future holds for me and Purple is delivery. We have said a lot of words. We have created this concept. We have persuaded a lot of people to follow what we're doing and why we're doing it. and we now have to translate that into action and making a difference. And I think if we can get that traction, we can prove to people that it works, then I think we have a really good chance of achieving those 10-year ambitions and really starting to make a difference to our society for disabled people.